Good morning, everyone. So last week, I don't know if you checked out our YouTube channel, but Mairead did a kind of cool Jackanory thing where she read all the children's year one writing out from a really cool armchair at home. She looked really cozy. It was very staged. So I thought, I can't have Mairead beat that. So here we go. This is my last assembly at Primrose Hill, and I'm doing it from home. There's my Christmas tree. I love Christmas. And I've actually made some notes today because I'm going to tell you a few memories of my time at the school. And there's just so many. I have had the happiest time over the past 5.5 years, and it has gone so quickly. I remember getting the job in November 2014, and there was quite stiff competition. There were, I think, 3 other people, and I had a good feeling about it. And I remember talking to school council for the first time at the interview, and I just had a really good sense that I was going to get the job. And then I met the parents in the dining room, and they had lots of questions for the candidates, and I got a good sense from that. And I remember the next day when I came back from my actual interview, I was walking along the canal and I saw Mr. Guri, who's one of our brilliant Primrose Hill parents, and he just kind of gave me a thumbs up like that on my way in. I was so excited. And then when I got the job, I knew that it would be a very special time. So I started in April 2015, and there were lots of things that I had ideas about. And one of the things that I was tasked with doing was improving standards in the early years and Key Stage 1. So that was my priority. And it was then that I introduced the integrated curriculum and changed how we learn in Key Stage 1. And that's been really powerful, and everybody's really bought into that. All the teachers, all the children, and all the parents. And subsequently, standards did rise in at the end of reception. Our data for end of reception has gone up every year, and that's thanks to all the hard work of the teachers and children and parents. And then similarly at Key Stage 1. So that puts all the children into a really good position going into year 3, because they've got more competent skills. They're able to problem solve. They're able to work with different children. They're able to work on their own. They have had a chance to be creative rather than have a really boring formal curriculum, which is what happens at many schools. Anyway, that has in turn led to our end of Key Stage 2 data, our year 6 data, being brilliant and above national averages every year. So I'm really proud to be the head teacher of this school, and I'm going to really miss you. Anyway, I made some notes of all the things that have changed since I came to Primrose Hill. So there's been lots of new staff, which is fantastic. I've appointed loads of people, and they're all brilliant. We changed the class names. Some of you might remember it was really boring. It was things like 1R and 2M. Who wants that? So we have our class names, and that's celebrated by my legacy piece, which is all the mosaics that are around the school, and hopefully they'll be finished by the end of next week, so I'll get to see them before I leave. It means that every class is represented around the school. So integrated learning, we've done lots of decorating. So the lobby was horrible when I first came. It had really nasty chairs. Nobody wants that. It wasn't very welcoming. So we decorated some classrooms, some corridors. The library was the first project, and that made Marianne my best friend, because Marianne really wanted to spend some money on the library, and I found some money in the budget and let her loose with it, and she did a really good job designing and making sure we had a fully functioning library, which was opened by David Walliams. That was our first celebrity guest. We made a record in the first year. Remember Katie? She did a song about refugees, and we all sang it, and that went on it was our first post on the YouTube channel. Then we had the introduction of growth mindset, pioneered by Sarah and Becca, and that's had a real impact across the whole school. We had a balloon launch to raise money for the school, which was fantastic. I really remember that powerful picture of I was standing in my office and looking at all the balloons that were let off across the playground. It was so good. So check out this week's newsletter, because it's all about my memories, and there's a picture of that hopefully in there. I introduced book corners and gave teachers some money each year to develop their book corner, and that has subsequently made sure that they're really high quality. We had extreme reading day, do you remember that, everyone? Where I asked you to take pictures sat in a tree or in the washing machine or underwater or doing a headstand. I was going through the website yesterday and finding all these pictures of you doing funny reading positions, and that was a way that really built on our love for reading and had a big impact on our reading standards. Soft start. So when I first came, you just walked into the playground at 8:45 and the teachers came to meet you in the playground, and it was all a bit negative because it started off with, come on everyone, get in the line. It wasn't a positive start, but with soft start it meant that you could arrive at your own time between 8:45 and 9, and then go up to the classroom where your teachers would have some quality time with you upstairs. And that was, I think parents really appreciated that. I introduced the bunk beds into Key Stage 1 as a reading corner. They were very well received. What else have I got on my list? Okay, I tried to get you a floating classroom, a barge. It was going so well. We had some money, we had planning permission, we had a mooring, but there were difficulties with some of our local residents not being fully behind it, and the planning permission, the restrictions on that were tricky. So I'm sorry we didn't achieve that. What else have I got? I decorated the reception classrooms. I played Mr. Magnolia every year for year 1. Thank you, Sophie and Becca, for making me wear a blonde wig and scooter around the middle hall. That was fun. We had the introduction of the 2-year-olds. So that was something that was rumbling on before I started, but it took a long time to get off the ground. And I was very keen to have a 2-year-old provision as long as Camden gave us some money. So they did. They gave us loads of money to do the 2-year-olds, and then they gave us loads of money to build the Ladybird Super Classroom as well. So that got rid of all that horrible area underneath the school, those horrible toilets that I condemned as soon as I arrived. And we've got an amazing learning space. The introduction of the ARP. Again, I was really keen with the SLT and the governors to have an ARP facility for our autistic children and new children across Camden. And again, that brought loads of investment into the school. Renovation of the children's toilets, that is key. Toilets cost loads of money, and if we had to save to do that, it would take us years and years and years. So apart from one set of toilets, that's still pretty horrible. Every other adult and child's toilet has been renovated, so you are welcome. Okay, what else? Did a big focus on joined up handwriting and physical development. That was brilliant. That also had a parent workshop, which was well attended. We spent lots of money on the playground, so I'm really proud of that. And there's some money left that I've saved in the budget for the nursery outside area, and then it's mostly finished. We've had great events, the sponsored bounce, school journey, cooking club, our Cecil Sharp house concerts. I love those. The introduction of Christmas presents was paid for by the Friends of Primrose Hill and delivered each year by Father Christmas to your classrooms. The mosaics I've mentioned, Curiosity Week, the Summer Fair. Big thank you to Tanya and the Friends of Primrose Hill for all their hard work over the years. The Summer Fair is the time that I always think I'm going to lose my job and go to prison, because many is the time that those inflatables and bouncy classrooms have tripped the electricity in the school and deflated, and I think, oh my god. Anyway, we've got the Bake Off, we had Dragon's Den, we took children to the beach in year 6. Some of them had never seen water before. I was so excited about that. International Food Afternoon, I've mentioned the Ladybirds classroom, the Winter Fair, the Unicorn, oh my goodness, that was great. Our Early Years Hub, and I'm sure there's lots of things that I've forgotten. They're just some highlights that I thought of this morning. But my 3 favourite things about Primrose Hill is, 1, the parents. I think we have a great relationship, a very supportive partnership, and you have always been really, really supportive of me and championed the things that I've done at the school. So thank you very much, parents. Secondly, the staff. They are amazing. I've never worked with a team of people so passionate and so hardworking, and as well as really valuing and respecting their hard work, I've made many friends there as well, and I'm going to really miss you. And lastly, the children at Primrose Hill are something else. I can't think of anything negative to say. They bring me lots of joy. They're just perfect. They're hardworking, they're inquisitive, they're confident. I've seen this recently in the show and tell photography work that Year 6 have been doing, and they were interviewed, and I was just so proud of the children that they talked to. So that's it, my last assembly. I'm very sad that I didn't get to do a actual assembly in front of you all, because I do like doing that, but I hope you've enjoyed this one. This is a 10-minute assembly. Goodness, that's gone on a bit. I hope you're still awake. I look forward to spending the next 5 days with you and seeing each and every one of you before I go. So have a good week, everyone.